So what I'm about to show you guys, I'm going to show you a property that I just bought. So this property I just bought, it's in the Terra Vista subdivision, which is an enormous subdivision. Look how big this thing is. And it's near a golf course. This is after fix-up. I just fixed this up. Now you're going to see a video in a few minutes. It's going to walk you through. But this is it. You can see it cleans up nicely. All that painted, brand new floors. Just like my commercial properties, I like to deliver a clean white box. So let's get in here and get the video going. So this looks good. So they removed this so you can see the house. I'm gonna take a couple snapshots here where I see problems. You can see the shutters coming down off the front here. I wanna make sure my guys address that. They had some hanging plants. Get rid of those chains. They've already got a good jump on the flooring. You can see they've got their floor spreader, leveler. They've already gone back in the bedrooms here. How's it going, Junior? So this is the same floor I put in the last place. It's kind of just a tan. 10-foot ceilings, $325,000. 476, 469 last time I looked at it. So it dropped, according to Zillow. I'm not gonna do hardly anything to this. This house is not that old and it looks pretty darn good to me. You can see in the kitchen. Oh, my guys did a great job here. This was worn out. So my guys got a new piece of siding on here. And you can see they've got it stained to match pretty good. So cabinets look good. They textured and fixed a couple of blemishes that were on the property. And we got our painter back here. Hey, Leo, how's it going? Good. All right, man, looks good. Did he tell you to paint everything white?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Actually, we're gonna paint everything white. Just knock it out, nice clean shell. The tile we were having trouble trying to find a match tile. And so we tore it out through most of the house. And I can see down here, I don't know why, but we have a couple tiles here that are kind of damaged. I don't know what the hell unless my guys cut this here. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're gonna hide this with a transition strip, but that's not looking too good. Huh, let's ask the flooring guy. This transition, it looks like it got cut in the wrong spot and then filled. I just wondered, this right here, please.
It's the tape it had there.
Oh, that's tape?
Yeah, this is a great tape. I guess it was like wrap. They had a wrap on it. They had like a wheelchair.
Look at that. It looks just like the garage, doesn't
It
it?
does look like, I thought the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oops, they cut it in the wrong place.
All right, well, that's problem solved. Thank you. And it's funny, every bathroom, every toilet has well, maybe they took it off this one, but it has like a little optional personal sprayer in line, but it doesn't look like it's hooked up to the hot water, so I'm not sure how good that would be. Anyways, yeah, looks good. So this is all I need to see. We're gonna head back home. So you're gonna see it. We're gonna go to 2 days later. And actually, there's more work done than this. I went ahead and decided to pour a new driveway, which was a $5,000 deal. No big deal. It was very fractured. There was no steel in it. Of course, now it's loaded with steel. All right, this is the most recent investment house. Paid $325,000 for this place. It shows about a $476,000 value. It had just needed some minor touch-ups. When they poured the slab for this place, they didn't put any steel reinforcement, so it was fractured and broken. And that happens a lot. But we re-poured it this morning, loaded with steel, good and strong like it should have been from the very beginning. So, it's just, you gotta remember, a house, the concrete, the sidewalk, or the driveway, it's kind of like framing the picture. And so you don't want to have a shitty frame. And so, it cost me $5,000 to pour this little slab, and I'm sure it's well worth it. So let's go in and take a look. We should have new floors, new paint. Painted looks nice, looks clean. New floors, that looks great. And you can see, look at the high ceilings. This really is a fantastic house for $325,000. It was really a steal. Miguel here's cutting crown molding for the master bedroom. It's the last touch-up we got to do here. So you can see in here, we shot crown molding around the kitchen. Kind of made it look a little prettier. With these high ceilings, it's always nice. This in here, I would have done it, but we got too many compound angles, so it's just not worth messing with. But it's pretty. Look at that. It's just a really good layout. This is a 2,544 square foot house. Pretty large house. All right. We got here, they're just finishing up. So they'll caulk this thing, fill the holes, paint the trim, and this part will be ready for pictures. I guess we're gonna go ahead and spend another $800 and we're gonna put blinds. The windows are actually They're dual glazed, but they're not like super quality dual glazed. And so they'll look a hell of a lot prettier with blinds rather than somebody look through kind of a rough window. So we'll go ahead and spend the $800 on that. You might remember these were kind of rusty looking. If you look at the video I showed you when we were here the other day. So these are new trim around. The mirrors are actually decent, but they had that rough, flaky stuff around the outside edges. So we just trimmed it to hide that, and and still looks nice. The other thing we were debating is putting shower doors. This place is a 3-bedroom, 4-bath. I'm sorry, 3-bath, 4-bedroom. This is going to be an easy $100,000. I wish they were all this easy. So this actually looks better. This is onyx, cultured marble. I'm not going to replace it. I just don't think I get the bang for the buck for doing it. And now $700, I can put in a sliding glass door here, or I can get a cheapie for $300. I'm debating on doing anything. You can put a shower curtain here, and maybe that'll be good enough. But we have 2 bathrooms like that to cover. Let's take a look at the garage real quick. Yeah, so the floor had been painted. It's kind of rough. I think I'll go ahead and paint this new just so it looks super pretty. Probably costs $500 with labor. So we'll go ahead and paint this floor, and we'll throw those little flakes down, make it look a little prettier. This place is ready. The yard, I tore out a lot of bushes that were kind of blocking, obstructing the front of the house. The neighbors got their yards looking pretty good. I wish this grass was a little better. Not a lot. So we'll fix this up best we can. Maybe I'll even bring some sod over. Yeah, maybe I'll just go ahead and spend $400, get a pallet or 2 of sod, and we'll throw that down. Just because the green, like I said, talk about framing the picture again, right? We're not gonna worry about the concrete drying and brushing and that sort of thing, but I will give you an update because I expect this to sell within the month and make over $100,000. And those are the numbers that you should be interested in. And this is the kind of experience that I bring to the table. And this is what I like to show you guys that are interested in investing in real estate. I buy land, houses, commercial, industrial, retail strip centers. I've got a beautiful retail strip center not far from here. That's it. So I had to stop by this job for the end of the day, but take a look. All this dirt that washes out of the trees has been hitting this limestone for many years. This has just been power washed. Look how pretty this is. All this stuff was, damn near black. So look, you want to learn about real estate, how to make money, commercial real estate, industrial, apartment buildings, houses, land, small lots, acreage, farms, trailer parks, food parks. I've done it all, and I've been doing it for 43 years. I have the capacity to do a lot of remodeling, do a lot of stuff. That's not where the money is. I just did a little short talking about how it's easy to triple your money on deals that are under $100,000. And that's a great place to be. Look, especially when you're young and you have less money, or even if you're just new to it, you have less to play with, or if you're just really frugal and careful and you get your toe in the water, you get the book. But I just want to give you guys an idea and some hope on some things, because it's a lot easier to make money than you think. And I'll tell you what's risky is not investing. I was talking to a guy today that has $1 million in the bank. And he has a lot of toys, but he doesn't have any real estate. I remember seeing a guy, I'll give you an example. This is really kind of cool. So about 25 years ago, I remember seeing a guy that won a lottery. And I remember being so impressed that the guy had I don't know, it seemed like it was he could spend up to $180,000 a month, something like that. And he still would only be burning the money that came in from his lottery. He won the lottery. And I remember thinking, damn, how awesome that'd be to have $180K a month, right? How awesome that would be. Here I am 30 years ago, and I have more than that lottery window. I have more than he does coming in every month than he did, in rents. It's just amazing how fast things can change and how your perspective can change. You first start out, you think, I just love to have a couple of house rentals. When you make that happen and you realize, wait a minute, I'm a little fish. So it's good to see what other people can do that you can, look, I'm just a carpenter, right? I'm a carpenter. I'm nobody's fool. I'm a smart guy, but I'm just a carpenter. I dropped out of high school and I'm a little fish. There's guys that make much more money than I do. And there's, and a lot of it has to do with being lucky, but I'll tell you, the more you're involved, the harder you work, the luckier you get. And that's just the truth. Let's take a look at this. I just got this listed today. This is not a high dollar floor. I'm probably spending $6 a foot on this thing, on the whole thing. The cabinets, just super cleaned them up. There was a couple of rough ends on the cabinet ends. We replaced those veneers, stained them. Took them down, went through the closets, and just like I talk about in the class about delivering a white box with my commercial properties, that's what I like to do in a house, to be honest. I don't really kind of get into the style and the colors too much. I just like it making it clean and white and bright. You can go into a flooring company and you can put any floor you want. Like you put in this image that you see right here, and you can put in tile, you can put in dark wood flooring, any color you want. Well, you can do that now with furniture. So you can sit here and put in a kitchen table, a pool table, a ping pong table, a bed. You can put patio furniture back here in this image. You can literally stage it virtually. It's a beautiful thing. And it's quite impressive. I'll take a clip from the class and share it tomorrow. But I think what I'll do is maybe I'll load these photos, and tomorrow I'll show you how we fill this thing. And like I say, this just hit the MLS today. So who knows, maybe I'll have an offer on this thing tomorrow. So like I said, the only thing I did to this, for the $5,000 that I spent on that, well worth it. Because, imagine this, you're walking up and you got all these cracks. I don't know why they put this center line here, this little crease for a crack, but they put that in here, but it just looked like hell. I just thought you're walking on this cracked concrete as you're walking into the building. Not a good vibe. So I got rid of that.